the longer you delay the Flash movie, the more Ezra Miller is going to make problems for you.
Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause.
Comics Plus, what is going on? My name is Zaka-san. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing swell. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about this. I didn't want to talk about it, but we got to talk about it because people keep asking me all these questions. They want to know, Zaka-san, what do you think? Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller arrested again. He's out and he's back in. He's out again and he's back in again. Like, Ezra Miller was just spotted in Hawaii. Literally his mugshot's on TV, and then you see his ass arguing with 3 women or something like that. He's just in and out, man. What is going on with this dude? This dude needs help. Help! Somebody help him, right? And I was just kind of wondering about this, like, Ezra Miller explained, like, my biggest thing here, first and foremost, let me show you the clip that I'm talking about where, let me see if I can find it. There we go. There you go. So this is Ezra. The reverse flash. This dude's mugshot is legit on TV. You turn around and you're like, when you're at the restaurant and you see Ezra Miller right there, like, oh, snap. Oh, honey. Oh, get the check. Let's get on out of here. And, look, I'm going to be real. It's funny. Is it funny? Yes, it's funny. It's funny, but it's also a very concerning situation. And I'm just dumbfounded that WB has not put a stop to this. Like, if this were Disney, if this was any other studio, I feel like they would have swooped in and been like, yo, come back, come back. Ezra Miller is part of 2 of the biggest, albeit sort of fumbling right now, franchises. The Harry Potter for WB, the Harry Potter franchise, and the DC Justice League world, right? Ezra Miller has the honor to be part of both of these things, and he's fumbling the bag hard on this. But what shocks me is the fact that WB has not just yo, send one of your people to Hawaii. Send one of your people to Hawaii. I think my mic is peaking a little bit, isn't it? Okay. Send one of your people to Hawaii, snatch that fool up, throw his ass in rehab or something, lock him up until that Flash movie comes out, and then let him do whatever. If that's what I would like. And it might have something to do with the merger. It might have something to do with the fact that a lot of people are all the roles are being changed, and so they don't really actually have a handler for Ezra right now because some of those people probably got fired or whatever, or maybe the enablers are gone, right? And I mean, this isn't going to stop until somebody gets severely hurt. Ezra Miller was put back into jail again because he threw a chair at a woman and busted her head open and everything. And what also something that sticks out to me is Ezra Miller's white privilege is really showing because the Flash's true superpower right now is his white privilege, because y'all took everything away from Will Smith for a public... Now, to be fair, it's a little different though, but a publicized slap. Will Smith's world is crumbling around him, right? Ezra Miller has choked a woman out 2 years ago on camera in sandals. And you think that'd be the end of it right there, right? You think that I've seen him play fighting, but on stage beat up my friend who was dressed up as Reverse Flash. Obviously, you know all the stories behind the scenes about him on camera, off camera, being a difficult person to work with. Previous directors of The Flash have spoken out about that. Like, he's a mess, right? And it's like, when is enough enough, right? When is enough enough? And I was really thinking about this. So I looked up his bio. And I want to read something to you real quick about Ezra Miller's backdrop here. Let's take a look. All right. Vox actually did a thing about the recent Volatility Explained here. And I didn't know this about Ezra. So we're going to read it real quick, okay? So, the Hawaii police chiefs and this is before the recent situation. The Hawaii police chief who delivered the announcement of Miller's March 28th arrest noted that they have been the subject of 10 police complaints in the past month. And by they're referring to Ezra Miller. The details of Miller's protracted misconduct spree read like The Hangover in a Datsy poetry, okay? Miller had reportedly been hanging out in small-town Helio, Hawaii, living at a hostel alongside a married couple they befriended at farmer's market and then stayed with. On Sunday, the 27th, Miller became rowdy at a local bar, refusing to calm down despite several requests. Then Ezra Miller grabbed the microphone away from a woman doing karaoke duet of Shallow before accosting a man playing darts, at which point the police got involved. Then, the couple Miller was living with paid $500 to bail him out, or Miller out. The pronoun thing is so irritating for me, not because of the choice that this person is making, but more or less just because grammatically it makes me think that there's more than one person. It's a group. So, Miller's aggression didn't end with the actor's arrests. However, according to the restraining order, the pair subsequently filed against Miller a few hours after they all returned to the hostel. Miller suddenly burst into the couple's bedroom and threatened them, saying, "I will bury you and your slut wife." Miller then allegedly stole the man's wallet containing... Okay, you guys all know about this story, but here's what I wanted to talk about. Miller's rise to fame was extraordinarily swift and early. Born in 1992 to wealthy New Jersey parents, he was a prominent New York publisher. She, a successful modern dancer. Miller excelled in singing opera while Ezra Miller was still a child, debuting with the New York premiere of Philip Glass opera White Raven at the Lincoln Center in 2001. See, this is like an alternate version of Bruce Wayne or something, right? All right. They would later describe... Ezra Miller would later describe that experience as the most profound ego boost that an 8-year-old could possibly receive. Miller then moved into a long-term residency with the Metropolitan Opera's Children's Chorus. That background primed Ezra Miller to segue into acting, and there again, Ezra Miller seemed to be charmed. Ezra Miller's first TV role, feeding wisdom to Davy Duchovny at the ripe age of 15 in Showtime's hit dramedy Californication. Ezra Miller's first movie, the lead role to Antonio Campos' critically acclaimed After School, which debuted in the Cannes that same year. I'm not going to read the rest of this, but now, back here, so this is what we were talking about before. At a bar in Reykjavik, Iceland, in April 2020, a group of fans approached Miller, who grew increasingly agitated. While speaking to one woman, Miller abruptly asked her, "Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight?" before grabbing her by the neck, choking her, and pushing her against the floor. A moment briefly captured in a video in which Miller apparently had to be pulled off the woman by bystanders. While some fans thought the incident might be a joke, Variety reported at the time that Miller had been frustrated and angry and had been escorted off the premises. Yep. Miller seemed to stay off the radar since that incident. Oh my God, Wallflower. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. So where was I? Oh, Miller seemed to stay off the radar since that incident, but since they were filming The Flash last year, an anonymous source hinted to Rolling Stone that Miller had multiple meltdowns, non-violent but apparently torturous. Then in 2022, Ezra Miller re-emerged with a vengeance. In late January, Ezra Miller made a strange, since deleted Instagram post threatening violence against a specific small town chapter of the Ku Klux Klan. Yo, man. Oh, boy. All right, anyways, there's a whole thing. I'll leave a link if you guys really want to. It doesn't really explain it, but they're just saying kind of the history of all this stuff going on. Now, what does Akasan think about this? Do I want Ezra Miller off the Flash? No. And I don't even like him that much as the Flash. I didn't even think he was that good of a Flash. He was more of a Wally West than a Barry Allen. But I just don't want people to suffer. I don't want anybody to get hurt here. And I also don't want the continuity of the DCEU to get even screwed up even more. So this is very similar to the Amber Heard sort of situation. Like, look, yes, can we reshoot a lot of stuff? Yes, we can, right? Do we really want to? No, we really, you don't want, this is going to end up being just like Justice League, theatrical. And nobody wants another Justice League theatrical situation with the Mustang gap. Like, I don't want to go and look at Aquaman and be like, yo, what's up? Like, okay, oh, look, Jason looks a little bigger here, and like, this has to be where they reshot stuff. Same thing with the Flash. I don't want to really see where they reshot everything. Like, I want it to seem as seamless as possible. Doctor Strange, a lot of that was reshot extensively. And only time will tell if we're gonna know exactly what was the original scenes and what have you not, right? Marvel sometimes has the same problems, but they just clean it up a lot better, right? DC just has been in this big issue right now. And so I just want Ezra to bring in the reins, chill the fuck out, get some help. Like, if I'm WB, I'm snatching his ass up, throwing him in rehab if you can. Make some press situation like he's getting help or whatever, and then put those movies out as soon as possible. Because at this point right now, it's getting beyond. If somebody dies, if somebody gets hurt, then you won't be able to release that movie at all at this point. And I'm talking about The Flash, right? The Amber Heard, Johnny Depp situation, it's tainted, right? And I don't know if the Secrets of Dumbledore was affected by that or not, but, the money isn't really where it's supposed to be with Dumbledore, but, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that franchise, so I wouldn't really know why. But that was a total turnoff for me. But with Aquaman 2, you can still put it out and be like, just take Amber Heard off all the marketing. Don't put her on the red carpet. Things like that. You could still release the movie intact and just not really acknowledge that she's in the movie, right? Because there's so many other people that are working on this. With The Flash, Ezra Miller is the main guy. It's literally a movie that's supposed to be around him, right? So recasting, reshooting, that's just going to be that's going to be a worse direction than the Justice League reshoots. And like I said, we don't want that. So the best thing you can really do at this point is the good thing about it right now is that at least it's just Ezra Miller's situation is just funny for the most part. Most people have it's like this running meme right now. Like, a person who looks exactly like me, who is definitely not me, gaslight, like people are just having fun with it right now. So it's a salvageable, like this one was my favorite one. Ezra Miller threat inbound in Hawaii, seek immediately. It's not a drill. So it's entertaining, and that's a good point right now. It's entertaining. So the Flash franchise is not in danger as much as people would think, but the moment somebody really, really gets hurt, it's going to be a problem, right? So all I can say right now is if I'm WB, the best thing I would say is just get this dude into rehab. Say that he's taking, like Lindsay Lohan it, you know what I'm saying? Say they're taking steps to get better, and just get that movie out there as soon as possible, because the longer you delay the Flash movie, the more Ezra Miller is going to make problems for you. You know what I mean? Red Rat Nation, stand up, speak up. Let me know what you guys think. How are you feeling about this? I'm not big on replacing him, and I don't even like him that much as the Flash. But I just want this continuity to work out and move on. The movie is pretty much done. That's the thing. Had they just finished like the Snyder Cut or something like that, had they just started, then I'd be like, all right, yo, we're done with this movie. Like, we don't need it. We don't need it, right? Yeah, I don't think they need to invest any money in fixing the situations for things that can be fairly easily avoided with some good handlers and some good graces. Let me know what you guys think. We'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.